Good morning, everybody. So, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? How many points did you get?
Sir?
So, oh, sorry, you got your result, right? Test two result. So you got maybe 15-point bonus. Everybody got 15-point bonus. Now I see. We have in your section we have 116 max value and 25 minimum value, minimum score 25, and mean is 84, 81, and median is 86. So we have 41 plus 24, that means 65 students, more than 80 to 116. Okay, so every time, unlike this, every time you will not get this much bonus, okay? Because our problem that time was short, and some of the questions we thought would take a long time. Actually, if we could give you like 50 minutes or an hour max, that would be enough. 50 minutes should be fine for this problem, 40 minutes. So next time, please be careful, and we will also be careful. If you have any question about your grade, okay, please submit a regret request. You will get 3 days to submit your regret request. Okay? But still, if you have any question, you can see me or you can see your TAs or tutoring center to see. Well, we are discussing old exam questions. So in our last lecture, we discussed maybe spring 2019 test 3A. Okay, by the way, I teach another section, you know, right after this at 11 a.m. Okay, so I'm going through some questions in other sections. All of my videos are on YouTube. So that what I want to do, I want to discuss one question in your section and another question in that section. If you want to know that, so please watch other sections video. Okay, so anyone has any option that do I need to go other test B, test C, D, E, or maybe in my opinion, let me go with this. Let me see. Oh, in summer there are only 3 tests. Let me see. Let me open test 2A from summer. Our summer scheduler is a little bit different than this regular schedule. Okay, so it has a class, code control, traffic signal class. Okay, it is called traffic signal class. Let me see. You see there a huge point, 50 points. So in your next test, mostly you will get one question, writing a class and constructor or getter and setter method, that will have huge points. So at this point, please practice. Okay. So I mainly teach 1322, that the advanced level course. Okay, if for any reason this is my policy. If for any reason, if some student asks me for any favor, what I personally do, I ask him or her to show me his or her practice. How much time he spent on practice, either on computer or on GitHub or Replit. Even if any of you come to see me for any favor, I will ask you, okay, show me your GitHub or your Replit account. I want to see how much time you spend for practicing this. If I you can satisfy me, if you can show me that you spend a lot of time, you have a good number of programs on your account, then even not only me, everybody will believe that, okay, you do practice programming, right? So then everybody will get you, and especially I will give you some favor if possible. But if you cannot show me any program that you do not practice, then I will not give you any favor. Okay. Okay, let us say that, let us understand this question. So G dot has contacted you to help write code to control their traffic signals in Georgia. Okay, you must create a traffic signal class, okay, with 3 hidden attributes. Okay, what do we mean by hidden attributes? Private. That's good. Okay, private attributes. Okay, these attributes will be green, yellow, and red. Okay, 2 constructors. Okay, 2 constructors. A default that sets all lights on, and an overloaded constructor that sets only green to on for testing purpose. Okay, and a method that changes the active light to the next sequence, green, yellow, red. Okay, 50 points. Okay, let us start from nothing. Let us start from scratch. Okay. So what do we need to do here? First, we need to write a class, traffic signal class. Maybe any name I can give, but they gave us a hint to make my class as traffic signal. So let us make it class traffic signal. So we know that our class name must be one word. We cannot keep space in between, right? Okay. So if you want to keep space, we can give underscore. We cannot give dash. We can give underscore. Okay, or we can get rid of this space. Okay, and this is the starting point of my class, and this is my ending point of my class. If it is C++, then I need to give a semicolon at the end. Okay, but if it is not a C++, you don't need to give semicolon. Okay, semicolon for C++. Okay, so what attributes we need? Hidden attributes 3, right? Green, yellow, and red. Okay, so we need to define attributes, means variable, 3 variables. Green, name yellow. We cannot give and sign, we will need maybe comma, but we have to understand its data type, right? In order to declare a variable, we need to declare its type, data type. Either is integer type, or boolean type, or string type, or character type, or float type, or double type. We need to set up type, right? So in order to set up type, we need to understand the question, entire question, entire problem. They will understand. So far maybe it is still hidden. So by say hidden, then we say private. Okay, private means hidden. This is public. We could say public. Public means global. Okay, and 2 constructors, we are coming back later. Okay, and a method that changes active light to the next sequence. Okay, green. Okay, so maybe here 2 constructors, a default constructors that set all lights to 1. Okay, so these are the light, our light, green, yellow, and red. So our lights, we have to give signal to this light, right? What could be signal? Maybe on or off. A light, green light, can give a signal on or off. So two things we can do. We can make it Boolean. We can make it Boolean. If it's Boolean true or false, that can do, or we can make string type. That, for instance, for if we make string, let us try with Boolean type. Private Boolean. In some languages it's a bool. Whatever you say, bool or Boolean, is okay. Okay, green. So I'm writing one in one line. Okay, so otherwise if I have enough time, then space, then I would write in second line, but I'm writing in one line. And then again, private Boolean yellow, and I need to get semicolon instead of comma. Private Boolean red. That's it. Okay, so since I am typing in on Word document, it is making Boolean B is in uppercase. Okay, but if I would write my program, then I would say B is in lowercase. Okay, otherwise another thing that I can make this type as a string type also. So if I make string, then in Java I would write string, S is in uppercase, but in C# and C++ we would write S is in lowercase, but in C# we can write S is in uppercase also. Okay, string. So either this or this should be fine. Okay, my class decoration is done. Anyone has any questions so far? Happy? Okay, thank you. Okay, so then we need two constructors. One default constructor that sets all light to 1. Okay, so let us make the constructor. So let us recall, what is a constructor? The constructor is a what? Is a what? Constructor is a variable, or a control statement, or a function, or what? Function. Okay, so I need a constructor. So how do I say constructor? You say public. The constructor is a function, so this is my function. This symbol is my function symbol. Okay, parenthesis, a pair of parentheses, symbol of function. Okay, first constructor. A constructor is a function that does not have any return type, or does not have any return statement, and it has name exactly same name of its class name. Exactly same name, word by word same. Even if you say t is in lowercase over here, then this is not a constructor. It is another method. Okay, and even if you say s is in lowercase, then this is not a constructor, because for this class you have s in uppercase, and this method is you have s in lowercase. So I would not say this as a constructor. I will say another is a method. It's a regular method. Okay, in order to be a constructor, we need to be exactly same name of its class name. Okay, so what does this default constructor say? It default constructor sets all lights to 1. So if I say my lights green, like if I declare this with Boolean type, so then what I will say green equal to true, and then what is the next color? Yellow. equal to true, and last one, oh sorry, red equal to true. So I'm writing one in one line because I want to save sometimes. Otherwise, I would write this like this way. Oh, sorry. Thank you. True. I would write this way, but since I want to save space, then I want to write this way. This is okay. Using semicolon, I can write multiple lines in one line. Okay. If types are Boolean, if types are Boolean. Okay, so if types are not Boolean, then what we will say? If you declare your type like this, for this case, can anyone please help me? Then green will be 1 O 1 like this. Okay, green will be 1 and yellow will be 1 and red will be 1, right? If types are string. Okay, since it is optional to you, whatever you can define your class like this way. So then if you define your class like this way with Boolean variable, then you will define your constructor this way. And if you define your class variable like this way, then you have to define your constructor this way. Anyone has any question? Saban, are you okay? You understand? Okay, thank you. Okay, so I need another constructor. Then I need an overloaded constructor that sets only green to 1 for testing purpose. Now if we go through step by step, we will understand better. And an overloaded constructor that sets only green to 1 for testing purpose. Only green 1, and what are other types? Other will be only green will be 1. Okay, so let me see. So what is called an overloaded constructor? Let us recall what is an overloaded constructor. Okay, if a class can contains multiple constructors, then they are all together are called overloaded constructor. The second one will be overloaded constructor. That means if I have already a constructor, if I want to define another constructor in another different kind of constructor, so for this different kind of constructor, I need only green to 1. It does not say about other things, okay? Only green to 1. So in my constructor, I have to define green. Okay, so green is, what is my green type? If you declare your green as Boolean, say you will say here Boolean green, and then in your constructor body, this is the end of the constructor, you will say green equal to, if you say Boolean, then what you will say? Green equal to true.
You know how to use this? You know how to use this?
So here I'm making fixed value. You don't need to these. So these will use if you use any random value when you create constructor. But it says that you have to make this is true, either only green. Okay. But if maybe later if you ask to declare variable, second object. Maybe you can do that way. You can do also that way. So for instance, you are checking this dot green equal to green, right? So he is asking like this way, this dot green equal to green. So this is in general actually. This is in general, but in this case I would do like this way, but maybe this is program is open-ended. It's optional, you can do both way, but I would prefer this way. Okay, but if you declare your constructor, so anybody has any questions so far? You understand this? Okay, so in order to save my space, I want to put all in one line. Okay, never mind. I want to put all in one line. So if my constructor is something different, like if my class is, if I define my class like this way with green equal to string green, then what I will do here, if I declare my class with string type, then I will make clear only green to 1, right? For this case I will say green equal to 1. Okay, so based on your declaration of your class, you will say that this or this. Yes.
For the overloaded constructor,
Yes.
for the string version, do you have to set other lights to off? Because when you do the strings have an initial value.
Do I need to set up initial values here, you are asking?
I mean, it's set in green to on, but all the other lights don't have a string inside, so does that mean having a string off, or do you have to push down the?
So you says off or 1, should I set up off or 1? So if we declare a variable boolean type, by default it takes false. If we declare a string type variable, by default it takes null. So the declaration of the variable, normal type variable, will fulfill your requirements in that way. So if you say, do not say anything, then other thing, for instance, for other purposes, other than green, you have other color, yellow and red, right? Those will be by default false. You got your answer? So your string, for instance, green equal to 1, and other string, for instance, in this case, other string will be null. For instance, in this case, yellow will be null. Null is not something, that means nothing. You cannot see, but so for instance, if you have a bank account that with 0 balance, we say 0 in literally, so it will show balance 0, but 0 means there is no money. If you go to your bank and say, okay, give me 0 money, no problem, I will be happy with $0, okay? Will they be able to give you something? But if you are adamant and say, no, give me 0, give me my 0 value, give me my 0 balance, so they will not be able to satisfy you. But so same thing, that if a string is not defined with a value, does not have value, then it's by default that is called null. Null means nothing. Maybe if you have still more questions, then please see me after the test. Yes.
So would you actually type no, or would you just
No, we don't type to null. No, null. So for instance, if you do 5 minus 5, we got automatically 0, right? Null is, you don't need to type in null. You cannot type in null by default. You can say null, that's good, but you don't need to, it's optional. Anyone has any other question? Okay, so let's see the last part. Okay, I got two constructors. Okay, and a method that changes the active light to next in the sequence green, yellow, red. Okay, this is confusing something, so that it is open-ended. Whatever you like, you can develop your method like this way, and it does not say what will be your method name. First of all, you can give any name of your method that satisfy its validity. Okay, so that we need to say green, yellow, and red. So it says active light, say green, yellow, and red. So any method we can say. We can say public if you want to return something, then you will return something, maybe string type or something. And if you do not want to return anything, then you will say void. Okay, so you can give any name of your display signal. So as long as you satisfy the name method, because it will be only one name, there will not be space in between. If you want to give space, then you have to give underscore. So maybe here you don't see underscore, right? So, okay, so if you want to give space, then give underscore, and do not keep space before or after underscore if you do handwriting. Okay, be careful. Better do not give any space. I don't give any space. Okay, so this is my method, and in this method, what do I need to do? I'm sorry. So we need to make this active. How can I make this active? I can say green equal to true, yellow equal to true, or red equal to true. I can say this way. Or if I declared my class like with string variable, I would say green equal to 1, yellow equal to 1, red equal, I think, what is the active light? Change the active light to the next in the sequence, green, yellow, red. Okay, you can change. If it is green, then it will not be red, right? So then anything we should make it one active. That means if you make it green equal to true, then means yellow will be false. This would be better. And true will be red will be false. Or if you say like this way, so then you can say green equal to 1, then yellow will be off and red will be off, or anything you can do. So the an active signal means either only one light will be active and other lights will be inactive. Inactive means false. You can do any way. So this is optional. So whatever you said, they just want to see that whether you can handle your operation over here. Yes.
Would we be allowed to make more than one method to complete the sequence?
Yeah, you can write you can make your method larger and then more sophisticated, but it is optional. Whatever you do.
But could we do more than one method?
So here it is asking one method. So you can write multiple methods and a method. It says a method. So a method, it says, it does not say how many lines it will have. So at least we need to do something that shows that my light is active. Either one should be true, one should light should be one, okay? Or you can do anything. You can put your if else condition over here, you can do a signal. That's optional. Anyone has any question? Yes. Next sequence, I'm confusing over here. So what does it mean? Maybe in your language you should understand better. So next sequence, yellow, green, 2 yellow, 2 red, or something, I don't know. So maybe it seems to me that it's either green is true or an active light. What do we see an active light, traffic light? One of these is true, right? Either green light is active or blue light is active or, sorry, yellow light is active or red light is active. Active means one. So yeah, you could say green equal to false, yellow equal to true. Or green equal to false, yellow equal to false, red equal to true. You can say anything, in my opinion. But if I say green equal to true and red equal to true, this does not seem to me an active light, traffic signal, right? A traffic signal light cannot be green and red at the same time. Okay, anyone has any question so far? Okay, so let us go to the second question. With same problem, you have 20 more points and maybe 10 more points and later 10 more points. So without knowing how to declare a class and methods, you will be a loser. You cannot pass in the next test. Okay, so let us go to the next one. Okay, now you must create 2 traffic signal objects, okay, from the class you just created to prove that your class work properly for G dot. The first object should use the default constructor and the second object should use the overloaded constructor. One line, 10 points per one line, okay? Half of a line. So how can I create a constructor for, an object for my class traffic signal? Okay, I like to volunteer. What's your name? Yeah, wake up please. Yeah, can you please wake him up? No, not you. Your name is? No. Which class? Yes. Yeah, tell me how can we create an object of a class? My class name is traffic signal. This is my class name. We gave this my class name as traffic signal. How can I create an object of this class? I want to give my object name as TS1 or signal 1. For instance, signal 1. Let me make it S1, S1, signal 1. You know how to create a class, an object? How to create an object? No? Okay. I will review these old exam test questions. So, one more day, hopefully Friday. And if you cannot do this in your exam, if you do not practice, please do not tell them that you took this course with me. Okay? And again, if you come to see me to ask for any favor, bring your account. Okay, I don't like to see how much money you do have, but I like to see how much programming practice you do have. Okay, show me your fleet ID or your GitHub ID or bring your computer. I want to see that actually you to practice. You can help me? Yes.
Is that what?
I said, how can I create an object of traffic signal with my default constructor?
I'm
Okay, tell me 80% here.
Let's start with
What I will, okay, whatever you tell me, I will type in that. I did not ask you. Yes.
I would say type in class first.
What is my class? Like this? Class?
Yeah, class traffic signal.
Okay, class traffic signal. This, okay.
Then put in two parentheses.
Put in parentheses.
Yeah. Then the little squiggly.
Squiggly, what is called squiggly like this?
No, I don't know the name of it.
What is that called? Curly bracket, this?
Yeah.
This?
Mm.
Remember that I am creating an object.
To be honest with you, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, let me be honest, I am not sure that you will pass in this course if you don't know this at this point. Yes? You want to volunteer? Yes.
Would it be traffic signal objects, new?
Okay, so what? Tell me whatever I should type in. I am blind. Okay, I will type in whatever you say.
Traffic signal.
Traffic signal. S1 is my object name. Is equal to. Thank you. Huh? Traffic signal. Thank you so much. Okay? Thank you so much. So this is my first constructor, okay? Half of a line words 10 points. Okay? So I'm done. So first object you created to prove that your class worked properly. The first object should use default constructor and the second object should use the overloaded constructor. Okay, so let us review what is my overloaded constructor over here. So my overloaded constructor, it took a boolean type or a string type argument, right? So okay, if you want to use my overloaded constructor, I have to provide a value for this argument. Okay, so okay, someone else help me to create the second object. I want to name my second object as S2. Who wants to do it? Yes. Traffic signal S2. S2 equals new traffic signal either true, then true.
Are we doing this for the second part or just the first?
Do this first and do this way. This one. Then I have to put true, then what? Huh? Close parenthesis, right? Okay, then semicolon. Okay, if my constructor is like this, right? Boolean type. If my constructor is this type of boolean. Okay. Okay, now tell me if my constructor is string type. If I declared my constructor here string, then what would be my S2? Let me rename that as S3. So then S3 would be, what changes I need to do here? One, how can I type in one? Like this way? Huh? Yes, within quotation like this. Yeah, you have to make that double quotation. Okay, otherwise computer does not know anything if you want to say. Okay, that's it. 10 more points here. Anyone has any question?
For C++, this is also.
Okay, that's good question. For C++ people, for C++, I would say S1, this, okay, and S2, true, or if you say Boolean, then maybe S3, okay, you can use also a new, but that is different. You have to use pointer. Okay, and in one class I discussed that there is a slide over there. You can use pointer. Anyone has that? Yes, your question. Huh?
Is the traffic signal S2 not going the second object?
This one? Are you talking about this one? Yeah, this is traffic signal, but I use overloaded constructor with argument. The second question is says use the overloaded constructor. Okay, maybe your time is short, but I need 2 more minutes to fix this. Okay, let me do. We have using the object you just created. Call the method to change the light signal to the next in sequence. How so? So I have my object S1 and S2. How can I call the method that change the signal? How can I call this? It's too many writings. So let me copy this method name. Okay. Oh, sorry. For the second object, they gave another space. Okay. They gave another space to write the second object. But I wrote all together. Okay. So then, yes. I want to call this method. How can I call this method? Using object you just created. Let me call my first object S1 dot this one, right? And for the S2 dot it's good, right? Nothing changed. Anyone has any question? Please practice. If you do not practice, then you will not be able to write this correctly in your test. And if you do not practice, please don't tell me that you took this course with me. Okay? Still, if you have a question, please see me during my office hour or see us with our teaching assistants. Okay? See you on next Friday. Okay? Thank you so much.